I believe that the world would have been a better place if everyone had aimed for non-toxic, consensual, reciprocal love, which isn't restricted by sex or gender, as the ultimate goal. Not coincidentally, Nobutatsu goes on to reveal that he has accepted Ishido's invitation to become a regent and that he would keep Ojiro as a prisoner until Toranaga makes the decision to give up in Osaka. In addition, Nagakado is told to kill Nobara Jozen by seppuku. Nagakado and the others are instructed by Toranaga to wait for him to make a choice for the following 24 hours. John wants to move, but he isn't permitted to. Yabashige receives Igarashi's severed head from Nobutatsu, indicating that Ishido no longer supports Yabashige. The arrival of Ishido's ship on the Ojiro coast signifies the start of a full-scale invasion. When Nagakado asks Toranaga whether he has made the decision to go to war, Toranaga responds to his little son that those who are always clamoring for blood are the ones who have never fought. Even still, Nagakado's conceit remains unabashed as he makes fun of Jin for approaching Toranaga to have a conversation. But Toranaga honors his pledge to give her some thought. Yabashige approaches John for a sparring session while he watches the ships off the coast of Ojiro, hoping that John would be able to defend himself if his pistols fail. This gives the naive Buntaro the chance to attempt John's death. He becomes aware of his foolishness and discovers that John has no fear of dying. He therefore plays the part with his tail between his legs. When Nagakado approaches Fuji, she is shown preparing for the next combat in the woods. He informs her that it was his responsibility to confront Ishido. Then, Fuji's spouse and her offspring would still be living. Fuji only urges him to worry about what can be done now and that it is useless to consider what may have occurred in the past. Next, the focus of the scenario switches to Toranaga drafting his will, which is cut short by Buntaro's desire to murder John. According to Toranaga, Buntaro must kill both Mariko and John if he believes that they are having an affair. Buntaro goes away after Mariko accepts the proposal because he lacks the bravery to do it. Mariko, embarrassed by the entire exchange, begs Toranaga to put a stop to her suffering, but she refuses. Ultimately, Toranaga chooses to meet Nobutatsu in a public space. Prior to the arrival of his half-brother, Toranaga corrects a misinformation about his bravery. He did not use a single blow to decapitate Mizoguchi. Hiramatsu claimed that Toranaga needed 9 careless blows to decapitate Mizoguchi, demonstrating how phony and false most tales of valor are. The fleeting moment of humor is tempered by Nobutatsu's appearance. He is informed by Toranaga that he would give up in Osaka. Toranaga refuses to quit, despite everyone's best efforts to stop him. John storms out of the meeting, calling everyone names, notably Toranaga. When Nobutatsu has had enough of Lady Kaku's services at the end of Shogun Episode 7, the young Nagakado confronts him with the goal of murdering him. When Nagakado trips on Nobutatsu's damp robe, strikes his head on a rock, and bleeds to death, the entire procedure goes horribly wrong. Recalling his discussion with Nagakado, Nobutatsu emphasizes his belief that death is devoid of beauty. With the upper hand, Nobutatsu can make Toranaga pay for Nagakado's imprudence before he leaves for Osaka. Perhaps that will compel Toranaga to embrace his Minowara heritage. If he doesn't have anything planned, he and his clan will be forced to follow the Council of Regents' orders for the foreseeable future. There are still 3 episodes left, so it will be intriguing to see what surprises the Shogun creators have in store for us.